thing. Okay. All right. So you said, okay, you said what we recommended here in the salon not necessarily wasn't working for you, but it wasn't working how we did it that day.
Right,
Of
right,
course, it's a learning
exactly.
curve. There's a learning curve, and I'll probably do that part separate
Mhm. Mhm.
on the live at the end, like in a part 3 maybe.
Mhm. Mhm.
You have hard water?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
but I do use the Malibu products.
Okay,
That
good.
yeah, for the
Yeah.
shampoo and the conditioner.
Yeah.
So I do use that.
Yeah,
Um,
so the ones I recommend, right?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you have that, you said you use Big Papa on your hair, right?
Yes.
That,
Mhm.
see, it's okay. What things that aren't working, we can we'll talk about it. So, Big Papa, it doesn't take as long to put in.
And it seems to, it has more slip to
Yeah,
it.
it does have slip, but you see it foams up quick, right?
It does. It
It
puffs
does,
up.
yeah.
It has a lot of water in it
Yep. So it
to
doesn't
begin
give you
with.
the definition that you probably want, right?
No,
So
no.
let me have you look in the mirror. Look at all
Okay,
the
okay.
runoff. So see how it's like even foamy now, which nothing's wrong with
Mm.
that. I like Big Papa,
Mhm.
but I don't like it
Mhm.
on I don't like it on
The
tighter
small ripples.
curls
Yeah.
and
Mhm. Mhm.
the more rippled outer
Mhm.
texture
Mhm.
because it doesn't hold. Yeah, it's easy and quick
Mhm.
to put in.
Mhm.
So it's doing something, but it's
Mhm.
not doing what you want it to do.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
not longevity. So like if you use something softer, actually your hair feels different too. So you said you were using Kinky Curly before you came here, right?
Um, in early October, I just
Okay,
used
yeah.
it one time. Um, because immediately after I shampooed, I really didn't have that much time to use the regular gel. So I still had a bottle of the Kinky Curly
Okay,
custard,
right.
and I decided to use that. And you're supposed to put it on soaking your hair,
Yeah.
and so I did. I was still in the shower. I applied it, and then I got out of the shower. Then I worked it through once I was out of
Yeah.
the shower, and then I sat under the dryer. It didn't. It was just
It was
awful.
a lot for
Yeah,
for nothing.
and I felt as though I had some knots, some single strand
Oh,
knots that
right.
I didn't even notice before.
Yeah.
So I really do think that it contributed to the formation of those knots because
Right.
I'm really doing a lot of manipulation on soaking with hair.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And then you said you use a rinse too, right? On your hair?
No, I haven't used a rinse yet.
Okay.
So you can see that I've got plenty of
Yeah.
gray. Look at, look
Okay.
at
But
this.
it'll blend in. And nothing's wrong with color. Like put
Hmm.
applying color because
Mm-hmm.
you're not lifting your color. You're just depositing color.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's not gonna alter your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you went
Mm-hmm.
up one level, that's fine. Say if you wanted a lighter, like a lighter, like a dark brown or something, you could do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for a permanent color?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, because it's not gonna ruin your hair.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, my lighting's terrible, but I'll shift it. So
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna do a quick clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair
Mm-hmm.
does feel different though, so whatever you've been
Mm.
doing, it's good.
Oh, it's the deconditioning every week.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
you have
every
to.
week. Mm-hmm.
It's just the nature of your hair. Nothing's wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
People say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I don't deep condition." Some people deep condition every week and they don't need to, like more of the flat and smooth
Mm-hmm.
textures.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what contributed to. This is my stance all the time. Contributed to Diva Curl
Mm.
because they were over conditioning their hair, so it was creating like a weak point
Mm-hmm.
in the hair. It was just soggy
Hmm. That's
because of
interesting.
the basically the no, they were using the no food and
Mm-hmm.
using one
Mm-hmm.
condition and then maybe leaving it a little bit in and using a wet
Mm.
brush with like
Hmm.
no actually cleansing of the hair. So
Wow.
all that build up and
Mm-hmm.
it was just over moisturizing.
Mm. Yeah, so I really enjoy deep conditioning. So, once I get out of the shower, I actually do it outside of the shower. I get out of the
You're
shower.
styling, right?
No, the deep conditioning.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
So.
no, that makes sense. You can apply it in the shower because
Hmm.
sometimes you need the water source to add a little bit of
Mm,
hot water.
okay. Okay.
Then get out the shower, you know?
And then I usually
But do it how
brush
you
it
want to.
through,
Yeah. Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
and then I have this heat cap. You know the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I really like
Is
that.
it the Conair?
Uh
I mean, not
no.
Conair, I'm sorry. It's like the plug in.
No, actually, it's one in which you put in the microwave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you have a sit under dryer though, right?
I do have a sit under the dry. I do have a dryer, but I use the dryer when I'm done. You know, in terms
Yeah.
of drying my hair entirely once it's
Mhm.
styled.
You can use the you can sit under the dome dryer with a cap.
Oh,
Remind me to give you a cap too.
so do you would you prefer that, or do you
I
recommend
mean, if
that
you
more?
have it, I that's what I would use
Hmm.
instead of setting up, like going to the microwave, have it.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
sometimes it's a little heavy. I would say if you didn't have the dome dryer,
Mhm. Mhm.
um use that cap. But it's like if you have chores to do, why not? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
If you want to move
Mm.
around, but if you don't feel like moving around, yeah, definitely sit under
Mhm.
the dome dryer.
Oh yeah, and it feels better too. Like
Yeah.
what you were just doing. You actually, I could feel that you were actually getting through my hair instead of
Mhm.
when I came the first time. Everything
Oh
was
yeah,
was
yep.
tangled. It was just
Yeah. So
yeah.
it could have been
Mhm.
the inclusion of adding a hard water
Mm.
shampoo
Mhm.
cuz most of the US does have hard water anyway.
Mm.
That's something no one talks about. We don't talk about clarifying and we don't talk about using hot water quality.
Mm. Mhm.
Even if people have water softeners, I still recommend using that because I like how it breaks through the hair,
Mm.
the
Mhm.
cuticle easier.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Yeah.
And you see, focusing on the scalp and then milking it,
Mm. Mhm.
that
Mhm.
helps to open the cuticle and to detangle the hair.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that was shampoo one.
And so you recommend twice, the shampoo
Two to
twice.
three.
Oh,
For you,
okay.
2 to 3 definitely. As long
Mm-hmm.
as you do twice.
Mm-hmm.
I did twice for mine this morning. Of course, I plopped hair on, but still.
Mm-hmm. So for you,
Uh huh.
do you shampoo your own hair once a week, or do you do it more often?
Once a week.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, once a
okay.
week. Because it has thickened since I still have to edit that video.
Yes, you
I
still
know.
have to
I'm like, I
upload
have,
it.
because
Oh
I'm
my
trying
goodness.
to put that. There's going to be a link in the handbook, and it's taken
Mm-hmm.
forever to edit it. But I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what? I don't have a deadline. I wanted it done
Mm-hmm. Right.
in August, but it's now October. But I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure I have everything that needs to be in there
Mm-hmm.
because there will
Mm-hmm.
be links in there as well and more resources, and then of course the product guide will be
Mm-hmm.
attached.
So what do you think was the major contributor to thickening your hair?
I believe because I had long COVID from
Mm-hmm.
May to October, I was more
Mm-hmm.
mindful of what I was consuming
Mm-hmm.
because I went on a low histamine diet.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't think I was a candidate, but because I'm like, all other long haulers were trying it, and so many people had a histamine problem.
Mm.
So I tried it, but then one day I ate spinach and anxiety went off in my system.
Mm.
So I think I was eating a lot of salmon, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of veggies, more salads. Let's see, lots of salmon. I
Mm-hmm.
was having like an
Mm-hmm.
apple here and there, and then I lost 27 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was taking so many supplements. Cod liver oil
Mm-hmm.
was
Mm-hmm.
one of the was one of the things I did.
So
I'm
you
sorry, the
increase
cod
your.
liver, the dry cod liver oil pills.
hmm So you increased your protein with the salmon,
Yeah,
definitely.
protein and your omega 3s. I think all
Mm.
that contributed because I
hmm
noticed maybe when did I cut? I think September of last year. I cut my hair. And I noticed how limp my ends were. Of course, that was COVID. And then I'm like, wow, it was so much thicker.
Mm. Wow, that's wonderful.
So I need to get back on that. Once
hmm
I got better, I'm like, yep, cider donut season. So now I'm starting all over again.
Mm, absolutely. I think, yeah, since it really did work wonders in your hair to have that extra protein.
And I tell people like we can't. I mean, I did self remedy, but I went to my functional. I found a functional medicine doctor. So it's good to see other people.
Yes,
Your
yes.
dermatologist.
Mm-hmm.
We have a what is he? We have a facial reconstructive surgeon here,
Mm-hmm.
and he does hair transplants.
Mm.
So people that
Mm-hmm.
are suffering with hair loss, we want to just rub oil on it
Mm-hmm.
automatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So true.
Yeah, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that. You might not. Maybe you need B12, or like because we live
Mm-hmm.
up
Yeah.
north, we
Or
need more
vitamin
vitamin
D.
D.
Yeah. Wow, so you can use that as a brush. It
Yeah,
actually
with
goes
your
through the
shampoo.
hair.
That's what I use with the shampoo.
Wow,
And it's
that's
like I'm not.
great.
It sounds harsh, but it's really just. It
No.
feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
This
Okay,
is
I'm
what
gonna
I
do that.
use,
I'm gonna do that
and it's
then.
not like I'm raking through your whole head.
Because
Just doing little sections at a time.
I thought before I saw before I lifted the mirror, I thought you were using the Felicia Leatherwood.
Oh no, not at this process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's not taking out. It's only taking out a little bit of shed hair. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. I like those, and you can get those right from the dollar store or from my
Mm-hmm.
Amazon storefront. I
Mm-hmm.
have a multi pack in my storefront,
That's
and I'm gonna
great.
build that out. Once I'm finished with the guide, I'm gonna put all the products there. But I have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of accessories, tools, and equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Not just anything. I mean, I can put anything in there. But everything that I recommend, I've tested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think I saw you had two standing dryers.
Yep, just one's less expensive than the other, but I
Mm-hmm.
believe they're just the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the same. So either one. I mean, sometimes the Golden Hot, we like name brands. The
Mm-hmm.
Golden Hot might be on sale, especially with Black Friday coming up.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So yeah, I have to get one of those because even though I do have a dryer,
Yeah.
um, I've had it for a long time, and
Oh, is it the
it's fallen off.
tabletop?
It's the tabletop,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
fallen off of the
Yeah.
table
Mhm.
at least a couple of times, and the top of it um, is not attached to the. Okay, so what I'm saying is
Mhm.
the what the dome part,
Yeah.
it actually can come apart. I mean, if you drop it, it comes apart.
Oh, yep.
And so, but I'm still using it. I have to kind of fix it in
Maneuver it
place.
and
Yes,
remember, and
exactly.
that's when. So those were out when we had phone books. So, so we use phone
Mm-hmm.
books a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so awkward. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they are less expensive than the dome
Mm-hmm.
dryers, but look at all
Mm-hmm.
you have to do.
Yeah, exactly. I
With
should
the
take a
dome dryer,
picture.
well, they're all pretty much the same
Mm-hmm.
anyway, and your head doesn't fit under
Yes, it
those.
does it.
Yeah, so the one that I
Mm-hmm.
recommend, it does fully. I mean, if you have the high density hair, that's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mm-hmm.
one in the shop is good too, but they're like
Mm-hmm.
$600.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, I like it because it has a clear, the part that goes down, comes over
Mm-hmm.
your face, is
Mm-hmm.
clear. And not like there's ones that look like, it's like oval shaped, but those are really
Mm.
top heavy and
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
they don't
Yeah.
work as well. I've had those
Mm.
before. They're so top heavy that they fall over and break.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, you have great lather.
Mm.
I think your wash and go is gonna come out really good today.
Oh, great! I
You notice your front is not as tight as it was the first
Yeah.
time. So people will wonder what this does. Of course, it feels good. So
It
it
does.
massages and exfoliates,
Mm-hmm.
but like it doesn't stimulate the scalp. I mean, it does briefly, but in order for it to have any effect, you would have to do it more often
Mm-hmm.
than your
Mm-hmm.
visit, than one visit. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I see that you have one on your site
Yep,
too.
I like that for
Mm-hmm.
shampooing.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good to know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at your curls in the front. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't like that before.
Mm-hmm.
See how it's
Mm-hmm.
elongated?
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I was, on the way over here, I was debating about whether to ask you to, do the two twists
No, no,
in the
we can.
front.
I mean, you can see the before I did it because it was just dehydrated. Now it's more
Mm-hmm.
hydrated. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So and I have this in the book too.
Mm-hmm.
um, so yeah, see, hydration is a performance. See how it was like real tight and you really
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. It
Mm-hmm.
would really take a lot to get that. So that's how you can tell your hair is more hydrated is when you see
Mm-hmm.
the curls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why washing is
Mm-hmm.
crucial.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And how you wash. Some people just slap shampoo in. Like yesterday, I had a client. I posted her video in my stories on Instagram. It's on YouTube too. She just let it run on her scalp, the
Mm-hmm.
shampoo, and then kind of just let it run off her hair, which it wasn't doing anything because she wasn't emulsifying in her hair,
Mm-hmm.
and she was using oil and shea butter, and
Mm-hmm.
shea butter is a natural latex and it will contribute to breakage, to hair breakage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people think, I mean, I thought that too. I'm moisturizing my hair
Oh
with
yeah, with the
oil,
oil, yeah.
which
Mm-hmm.
is just lubricating the hair.
Mm-hmm.
We need them, they're essential, but they have to be formulated correctly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, that's why we're using cream in the cooler temperatures. Because that replaces the oil where it seals the hair. I'm sorry, it seals the moisture in, but doesn't compromise the integrity of your hair, where it's not blocking your hair. So
So
it's water soluble.
so
Go ahead.
when would you use the cream? What step?
Right before your holding product, your gel
So
before
okay,
your gel.
so I'm out of the shower. I've dried my hair with
Mm-hmm.
either a paper towel or a old
T-shirt.
t-shirt. Okay,
Uh huh.
so now my hair is just damp.
Yeah.
So are you saying at that stage I would put in the cream?
You can actually do it in the shower. I like to add it, and I'll do it here. I'll do it here at the sink too.
Mm-hmm.
I like to add it when my hair's still wet
Oh,
because
really?
and then I brush out because sometimes you need the water to have the product move through your hair.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
And then I just put my hair in twist or then towel blot,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
apply the gel at the
Ah,
sink.
okay, okay.
That way you're not adding
Mm-hmm.
more moisture into your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're definitely not getting longevity in your hairstyle.
Mm-hmm. Now, what if you accidentally, or I mean,
Hmm.
this would be like the first time I'm using the cream. What if I put in too much cream? What would
It'll come
occur?
out.
Oh, okay.
So for you, I would say 2 pumps for your whole head. Two and a little bit, not 2.5. That might be too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some people thought it was 2 pumps per section. I'm like, no, too plump for your whole head.
Mhm.
Because a little bit goes a long way.
Mhm.
You do have high density hair, too.
Which is like so strange that you say that. I mean,
Hmm.
honestly, I guess it's because you do your own hair, and so you think that, oh, it's not high density because I do my
You're
hair
used
all
to
the
doing
time.
it,
Yes.
right? Hmm.
Mhm.
And with conditioner, you already know that you use your brush and
Oh,
use
just
water if you need to. And of
mhm.
course, I'm starting from the, for people that haven't seen my videos before, they wonder why I'm not starting at the ends.
Mhm. Oh, and I was going to
Uh huh.
ask you, in terms of um, the Felicia brush,
Yeah.
um, are there any other brushes that you would recommend?
No.
No. Okay.
Nope. I've
Okay.
tried most of what's on the market.
Mhm.
And now that you
Mhm.
mentioned that, okay, so let me mention this first.
Mhm.
So I'm not starting from the ends because, say, if her hair ended here, let me make sure people can see my fingers. So if I ended here, we still have all this hair that doesn't even reach to here. So which ends do we start with? The ones here, 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 you know?
Mhm.
So I like to
Mhm.
just gather everything.
Mhm.
Now, if somebody with fragile hair, like the woman yesterday, I did start from the ends with hers because her hair
Mhm.
wasn't strong enough
Mhm. Mhm.
and she had some hair loss. But your hair is clearly strong enough. And it's only going to take out just the hair that's already, the shed
Mhm.
hair.
Mhm.
Look at, that's it.
Mhm. And I
Uh-huh.
will let you know, in terms of when I detangle,
Yeah.
and I am applying the deep conditioner,
Yep.
I have the hardest time getting to my scalp in the back there. Um,
It's a little tighter. You just have to break
yeah.
it down. Just do it like sideways maybe,
All right.
and just add water. Add a little more water because
Mhm.
it lends
Mhm.
lubrication. It kind of activates the
Mhm.
conditioner.
Mhm. Mhm.
So this is the only time you're adding water throughout your shampooing and conditioning.
Mhm. Mhm. It may
Yeah,
be dark.
definitely spend time back here
Yeah.
and add a little more conditioner because your hair is a little dehydrated still, but it's not like it
Mm.
was before.
Wow. Okay.
You know what? I was calling another friend. It's this one.
Mhm. Mhm. So you think it's a little more dehydrated back there because I have a hard time
Yeah, so
detangling?
I think so
Okay, okay.
because when we have a hard time, we give up
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly.
So
And it's like
we're like, oh, nobody sees. I
right.
don't. We kind of dismiss it.
It's so true. It's like, oh, it's good enough.
Yep.
It's good enough. Let's move on. Mhm. And then you feel as though you're kind of fearful of combing hair from another section.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, like, okay, I'm in the back there. I've
Yeah.
kind of parted.
Okay.
Um, and I don't want to get too close to my scalp because I'm afraid I'm going to pull hair from another area.
What do you mean? Like when you part it out?
Yeah, when I
Wh-
part it out,
When you're styling or
no,
conditioning?
conditioning.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that gets double conditioned. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that
Mm-hmm.
what you mean? Like a
Yeah.
part you already maybe would have brushed already?
Well, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting the deep conditioner in. I finally reached, and I usually start in the front when I'm
You
doing the
can,
deep
yep.
conditioner. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when I get to the back, I with my finger, I kind of
Okay.
part the area that I want to section and comb through, and then put the deep conditioner in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if I go too close to the scalp,
It
I feel
snatches more hair
yeah,
from
it
another section.
snatches more hair from another area, and I feel as though um, I shouldn't be,
You
I
might
don't
be
want to do
overthinking
that.
it.
Oh, maybe I am.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you? And what kind of clips are you using?
Oh, I'm still using like the
Oh, the old school
yeah,
clamps.
yeah.
Okay. No, that's good.
Hmm.
Because that matters too. Sometimes, I mean, you don't really have to intentionally do it. You just want to ensure that you get everywhere.
Yeah,
If
and
it
so
snatches from somewhere else, that's fine.
in the front you can see.
Yeah.
You have a mirror, and you
Yeah.
can see where you put the
Mm.
brush, and you're not because you can see. You can easily
Mm.
stay within your little
Your
section.
okay, your square.
Yes, and so
Okay.
I'm not combing over and grabbing other little areas by
Yep.
mistake.
I'm trying. Oh, okay. So you see how I'm leaning over? Um, they can't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
me. I
yeah.
don't want them to see my
Mhm.
hair. No, I'm kidding. No. So you see how I'm like parting like
Mhm.
this? Maybe they can see me.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll try to lean down. No, so you see how I part over?
Mhm.
Then
Mhm.
I kind of take that because that's how I did it this morning. And my
Mhm.
hair is not
Mhm.
as thick as yours.
Mhm.
So I just part it over, brush that section. Sometimes I'll twirl
Mhm.
that up, and if some hair is not, if it gets in the way, it's okay. I just clamp
Oh.
that. Then
So you don't feel like you're pulling if the other hair gets in the
it does
way.
sometimes because
Oh,
you
okay,
can't see.
okay.
You just have to feel
Right,
it. Feel
right,
it through.
exactly. Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to feel. So look at this section and this section.
Mhm.
See how it's more elongated
Mhm.
and it looks kind of I mean that looks bouncy
Mhm.
too, but you could tell that that's still tangled.
Mhm.
But that's why
Mhm.
you have to work your conditioner through.
Mhm.
Some people just smush it in their hair, but then that's why people get puffy roots, dry
Mhm.
and puffy.
Mhm. Mhm.
So let me see something.
Mhm.
There's a couple things I'm trying on you. Ooh, I almost fell off the platform. Okay, you might like that one. Okay. See how easy your hair parted?
Mhm. Mhm. And
And we
plus,
hadn't parted it out yet. So I finger parted it.
mhm.
People that are
Mhm.
dehydrated, you'll get a
Mhm.
lot of webbing. Did we get webbing
Mm.
the first time?
Mhm. Yeah.
So you like this,
Absolutely.
but this is coming right apart
Mhm. Mhm.
because your hair is more hydrated.
Mhm.
Like yesterday, her hair was very webbed. So it was more
Mhm.
fragile.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep, you actually, we might need to call in another mask for you. It's on the shelf.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
actually Malibu.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, this one. I think this one is your best bet for. I'm gonna put this on your notes too. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
this one is really smooth. I like it on your hair.
Mhm.
Malibu concentrate with an 8.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because it's absorbing into your hair. Yeah, her hair is actually really hydrated. It has a little ways to go, but it's definitely different than when she first came.
Mhm.
She flew up from DC to see me. Yeah, it is. I would love to work down there.
Yeah. So, like in a pop-up shop,
Yeah.
or so what about in one of those salons, like
Yep.
what's it called?
Like a suite.
Yes, like a suite.
Yep,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
there are salons that do rent out their spaces like a chair for the day or a
Mhm.
couple days or whatever. I've done that in Atlanta and Savannah, and then I was going to do it the next year, but the pandemic came.
Mhm. Mhm. So you'll have to put that on your goal list
Yeah, for
for
next
next year.
year.
Exactly. Well, once you come back from the trip.
I know.
Mhm. Mhm.
I almost went to Dubai on the first.
Really? The
Yeah,
first, what do you
it
mean
was
the first
of November.
wow.
Because I was we were on the train on the way to Madison Square Garden 2 weeks ago,
Mhm. Mhm.
but the train was in an accident,
Mm.
and then we were on the tracks for an extra 2 to 3 hours.
No.
So
Mm.
we missed the concert, but the artist, he's a DJ, Afro house DJ.
Mhm.
Um, he'll be in Dubai on my son's birthday.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, that would be great.
Mhm.
Then I'm like, wait a minute, I have to pay that money back when I come
Right.
back.
Mhm.
So do you smush the gel? This is not gel. The conditioner in your roots,
Let me see.
like after you
I
brush it through.
don't.
You
I
should, because you
okay.
want to make sure that it gets to your roots.
Okay.
Because even we do this, but it's
Yeah.
so your tools are to detangle and distribute product,
Mhm.
but the conditioner doesn't get there all the way.
Ah. Okay. We'll do. Mhm. And I usually braid the hair. Is that
I
do I
mean,
need to,
if it
or am I
works for
doing too
you,
much?
but you don't have to. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a lot, but
Okay. Okay.
you don't have
Mhm.
to.
Mhm.
But if it works for your routine, you can do it.
Mm, okay. I think I won't do it then. Yeah, because it just takes
Takes
even
extra
longer.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And with all this hair, and we're using more conditioner as than normally, but
Mhm. Mhm. So let me ask you about the gray. So now
hmm
near the front, it looks as though it's just a fading away of my color, my
yeah,
natural color, which I imagine will eventually turn, to gray.
yeah.
Um, so
What do
so
you
it's a
want to do?
fading
You just want it dark,
away. Yeah, yeah. I
or
just put it in the
have fun
darker.
with it? Make hot. You do some highlights.
Well, you know what? I was thinking since to just do it myself and go to Sally's and pick up the
hmm
temporary color
Yeah, like
and
a vivid color.
no,
You're
just
like,
some
I'm not living on the edge. Okay, I will be back. We'll be back after we can actually. Well, let's bring you all along. Okay, you can hop in the middle
oh,
chair
okay.
there. It's not gonna drip.
Oh, okay.
No, that, yeah. But everybody thinks that it's gonna drip, but it's like nope. Especially with dehydrated hair, we're not getting any drippage. So as far as some people, you just use. I would recommend that people at least use a heat cap. Um. Okay, let's break this down. I'm gonna put it in the handbook. But people typically, if New York State, do you still have plastic bags?
Mm-hmm.
You do? Okay, our stores don't give plastic
Oh,
bags
really?
anymore. No,
Wow.
probably like the beauty supply places and the Chinese takeout, they
Mm-hmm.
might
Mm-hmm.
have them. But yeah, so that plastic, it doesn't keep the heat in. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
use those for their deep conditioning, but it's allowing too much air in. So using a conditioning cap, like if you're not using heat, so people know, I'll put this in my Amazon store. I know everybody knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about,
yeah,
but
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
these are made for that purpose because they're processing caps.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely use plastic
Mm-hmm.
caps,
Mm-hmm.
conditioning caps, excuse me, plastic conditioning caps.
Mm-hmm. I have
And
those. Yeah.
don't use, we're going to go down the list of don't uses. And I always have so many sizes. People don't invest in tools, though, I'm telling you, and accessories. So these are not conditioning caps. These are just strictly shower caps.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's keeping moisture out. These keep moisture in. So yeah, so with the shower caps, these aren't going to penetrate. It shouldn't penetrate and ruin your hair. So people always should use plastic. I'm sorry, shower caps to shower with when they're retaining, maintaining a style, longevity for the week. Or you can use this. This is good too to use, especially if you're walking around the house. You can actually use these under that the flaxseed filled
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm gonna give you one
Yeah,
of these.
that's what I have. The flaxseed cap.
So yeah, you can use that too, because that's even just more heat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so use the caps, but we're actually adding moisture to her hair. We're gonna add steam. Who knew there were so many rules with hair care, right? And it's all just science. You know, people say, oh, don't use this, don't use that, and you shouldn't use this or that, but then they don't have the science to break it down. But once you think of the science, it's like, oh, you know what? And it feels different. Like grocery bags feel different than a conditioning cap. You can feel the air coming in.
It's pretty incredible that your state doesn't have grocery
Plastic.
Yeah, in the grocery store.
You know when it happened?
Walmart doesn't carry them.
No.
No grocery store.
And sometimes they don't even have paper bags. And our grocery store, not Walmart, but our grocery store, I think Walmart stopped carrying those too. They have paper bags that you can buy. People are like, how many did you? Sometimes you can just go take it, but they charge you for it. So that was that. I think that was 2020. It might have been 2020 when we had to use, our recycling bags, or you just forget and you have an arm full of things. I know. Look at everybody wants to help. Nope, you're fine. Everybody tries to help. I'll move this around so people can see. Oh. Sorry, we got tied up. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm poking you. Okay. Hey, and if you have a steamer, use it. Not the Q-Redo. So people use the Q-Redo. I might as well talk about that too. People try to use it as a treatment. It's not a treatment tool.
Oh, because it's so small. I mean, it has.
And it's just and it's not really holding in. So what the Q-Redo is for, I might as well talk about it since we're talking about it. So when people have, say you have your first day curls, but you want more volume, so you would use the Q-Redo to kind of not stretch it, but kind of have more volume. All right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so say if is it up there? Yeah, say if you want your first day hair. Let me see it, make sure they can see this too. Say if you want, I have one that the Q-Redo, right? So say if you want it, say this is first day hair. Say if you want it this texture on day one. See how that it doesn't have as much volume? This is what you would use a Q-Redo for. Or say if you want it more froey, like this, definitely use it for this. So it gives you more volume, and it's not a treatment. People use it as a treatment, but it doesn't treat because it evaporates too quickly.
Oh, so you know what? You mentioned treatment. So let me ask you about.
Okay, I will be back. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes after her conditioning. Okay, sorry.